All right, ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to be doing the Chapter 3 and 4 review. To get started today, we are going to start with the joke for the day, and the joke for the day is this. What did the elephants say when they saw the Spanish teacher coming? Just wait. I know you loved yesterday. All right, so today on this one right here, to solve this equation, first you draw the wall. To get rid of minus 8, you guys are going to add 8 to both sides because you want to get the x by itself. When you add 8 to both sides, that's going to be x equals, this is going to be different sign subtract, so we'll get a negative. That will be, if you borrow, if you need to, that's fine. Okay, 14 minus 8 is going to be a 6. Oops, I'm falling apart here. 1 minus nothing is 1, so it's going to be a negative 16. Then you guys could check it. So from there, you guys would rewrite the problem. You guys would plug in the negative 16. And then you guys go ahead. When you do negative 16 minus 8, you get negative 24. So that does check. Next one. On this one right here, you guys would first draw the wall. Then you guys would get rid of your addition and subtraction, so you get rid of your addition by subtracting 22. When you do that, you get 6k equals, this will be 12. From there, you divide by 6, and you get k to equal 2. You guys could check it. You guys would rewrite the problem. 6k plus 22 equals 34. You guys would then plug it in. Then 6 times 2 is 12, plus 22 equals 34. And that is 34 equals 34. Next one. On this one, guys, again, you draw the wall. You get rid of your addition or subtraction first, so you add 5 to both sides. You have A divided by negative 4 equals, this will be 13. To get rid of divided by negative 4, you do the opposite, which is multiply by negative 4. So make sure you actually multiply, and you'll get A to equal, this would be a negative 52. From there, you guys could check. You would rewrite the problem. A divided by negative 4 minus 5 equals 8. That's going to plug it in. So you plug in the negative 52. Negative 52 divided by negative 4 is a positive 13. 13 minus 5 is 8. So that does check as well. Next one. On this one, the first thing you should do is distribute this. We do distributive property and combine like terms first. And so we do 4x minus 16. Don't get lazy on that. Equals negative 20. From there, you have to get rid of your addition or subtraction. So get rid of the minus 16 by adding 16. From there, you get 4x equals, this will be a negative 4. Get rid of your times 4 by dividing by 4. And you get x to equal negative 1. You could check this. You would just go ahead. You would plug it in. Oops, actually, you first rewrite the problem. Shame on you, Mr. Schwartz. Then we plug it in. Then we do the parentheses because we just follow the order of operations. So that's going to be a negative 5 in the parentheses. 4 times negative 5 is negative 20. So negative 20 will equal negative 20. Next one. On this one, you guys would first go ahead and combine like terms. You guys would end up getting 5n plus 6 equals 36. Then you guys would subtract 6 on both sides. So you get 5n equals 30. You guys would divide by 5. And you guys would get n to equal 6. Again, you guys could check. On this, you'd have 7n plus 6 minus 2n equals 36. Then you guys would plug in the 6 for n in both of the spots. So then that's going to give you 42 plus 6 minus 12 equals 36. 42 plus 6 is 48. 48 minus 12 is 36. So that goes ahead and checks. Next one. On this one, we're going to solve and graph the inequality. So again, they treat it pretty much the same way. The only thing we have to watch out for is if you multiply or divide by a negative number, you must reverse the sign. So in this case, we're going to add 7 on both sides. We'll get 4x. This is different sign subtract. That's a negative 12. You guys divide by 4, and you get x to be greater than, that is a negative 3. The sign does not change. The inequality sign does not change because you divided by a positive 4. So when you guys graph this, you'll have negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 2, and negative 1, and then just 0. This will be an open circle because it's not equal to negative 3. And then what numbers are greater than negative 3? The numbers bigger than negative 3 are negative 2, negative 1, and 0. Next one. On this one right here, you guys would draw the wall first. Then you get rid of addition or subtraction. So you subtract 2 on both sides. You get negative 3x is less than or equal to negative 6. You guys divide by negative 3 on both sides. And you guys get x to be less than or equal to positive. Oh my goodness. If we divide it by a negative number. If you multiply or divide by a negative number, what do you have to do to that sign, that inequality sign? You have to reverse it. And then you'll end up getting a positive 2 there. So guys, you got to actually pay attention. You can see how easy that was. I almost missed that for myself. So guys, you have to pay attention. If you multiply or divide by a negative number, we divided by a negative 3 here, you have to reverse the sign. So when you guys draw your number line here, you'll have 2, 3, and 4, 1, and 0. That will be a closed circle because it is equal to 2. And then from there, it's what numbers are greater than 2. It's 3 and 4 that are greater than 2. So therefore, it's going to go ahead and go to the right. Next one. On this one, you have to go ahead and just look at the set of numbers. Here they are. And then I'm going to tell you what to do. You have to put them in order from greatest to least. So if it's greatest to least, you're going to start with the biggest one first, which is 3.18. Then this one is 3.14 for pi. So we're going to put pi next. So that's gone, that's gone. Then I'm looking at these numbers. It looks like 3 is going to be next. Then 2.3. Then it's this 3/4, which is 0.75. And finally, you end up with a negative of negative 1.46. Next one. On this one right here, you're going to simplify it. So you're just going to combine all the like terms, but when you have a minus in between two sets of parentheses like that, and there's nothing there, we actually have to distribute a negative 1 to everything inside the next parentheses. So this is really 5.3x plus 2.1 minus 4.2y minus 3.3 plus 3.1x plus 7. So then from there, your like terms, you have 5.3x and you have a 3.1x. 5.3 plus 3.1 is going to give you guys 8.4x. Then I'm looking here, my y is just this one, so it's minus 4.2y. And then I have this 2.1, a positive 2.1, a negative 3.3, so you're going to have different signs subtract there. And that gives you guys a 1.2, but the bigger sign up here was negative, so it's a negative 1.2, and you still have this plus 7 there. So if you do negative 1.2 plus 7, that's different sign subtract, 7.0, 1.2, you're subtracting. You have to make sure you borrow, so you guys end up getting 5.8, and the bigger sign is positive, so it's a plus 5.8. And that is the answer simplified. Next one. On this one, you have to simplify that. The only way to do it is distribute. So you get negative 20a, and then be careful, negative 5 times a negative 3 is a positive 15. There you go. Next one. On this one, it says Trey rented a car for his family vacation. The total bill for the car was $587. The standard rate for one week is $425. The rate for an additional day is $27. How many additional days did Trey have the car? For question 13, this question right here, which equation represents the problem above? Well, guys, in this case, on the test, you're going to have to pick an equation. Today, just write an equation. So first, find the total, 587. We are trying to figure out how many additional days. So our additional days are going to be the x here. So you could write let x equal additional days. So in this case, what makes up the 587? Well, it's the standard rate of 425 plus $27 for each additional day. So that's going to be 27x because we don't know how many additional days. So you end up getting 27x plus 425 equals 587, so you pick that equation. Then we'll ask the same question, and then this time we'll actually have you solve what you just had. So you just had 587 equals 425 plus 27x. So you guys would just solve it to figure out how many additional days it is. It's the same problem, but now you actually solve it. So when you guys do that, you get 27x equals 162. And if you guys go ahead and then to get 27, or to get x by itself, if you guys do that, you will divide by 27 on both sides, and when you do that, you should get the answer of 6. So x will equal 6 additional days. All right, next one. On this one, it says Mrs. Eaton's backyard is in the shape of a rectangle. She needs 144 feet of fencing to fence her backyard. The length of Mrs. Eaton's backyard is 42 feet. So in this case, guys, you know the total that she needs is 144. You're trying to figure out W, so you can say let W equal the width of the backyard. So from there, you guys have to draw a picture of her backyard. So the length is 42, so if that length is 42, this length is 42. If that side's W, this side's W. So you guys go ahead, you know this right here added together should equal 144. 42 plus 42 is going to be 84 plus 2W. So in this case, you guys would then subtract 84 on both sides. When you guys do that, you get 2W equals, that will end up being 60. Divide by 2, and W will equal 30 feet. Okay? Now this one said to write the equation. This is all you had to do. I moved on to the next question, which is actually going to tell us to figure out the width. It's 30 feet from the work that I just did. So we actually just worked this one out. Guys, here's the deal. You should be good for the test. If you have watched this and you understand how to do these things, you should be just fine. So make sure you're ready to go. And let's do the joke for the day. The joke for the day is this. What did the elephants say when they saw the Spanish teacher? Well, guys, come on. It's nothing. Elephants can't speak Spanish. Have a great one. Bye-bye.